That's 131, 132, Arizona and Los Angeles. Kyler Murray, will he play? Looks like his bionic leg flew off to end the football game, but it looks like it's going to be all right. Some sneaky pictures of 5 or 10 minutes of pre-practice warm-up showed look like he's not having too many issues with the leg. He's in. But now we look at the Rams on the opposite side. Cooper Kupp's going to go into the COVID. Obviously, Michael Brockers today announced the defensive tackle that goes right next to Aaron Donald. He's on the COVID list. So now you're down a couple guys, including your top 2 of 3 running backs, leaving you with Malcolm Brown. And, oh, yeah, the best part about it, John Wolford's going to start at quarterback for the Rams in basically a must-win type situation. Now, you can get some help. Lucky for them, the Green Bay Packers need it and are taking on the Chicago Bears because I think that's going to end up putting them in regardless. But whenever you watch John Wolford, as they say, a lot of Doug Flutie in the guy doesn't translate into big plays or scoring. But if you're a young quarterback that's not used to playing in an NFL game or that speed, when the pocket breaks down, it's nice, Kyle, that you don't pull a Ben DiNucci and throw the ball like underhanded or sidearm or just can't throw it anywhere. You can actually escape the pocket, run, pick up a first down, and play for another set of downs. That's so interesting because looking at a couple of the team totals here, 17.5, 18.5, 19s for the Rams, I'm the type of guy that sees Cooper Kupp go down, struggling at running back. Everybody flips and looks at Arizona and tries to make a case. I'm exactly opposite because when I look at Jared Goff, I don't see a great quarterback. I didn't lose Aaron Rodgers. I didn't lose Deshaun Watson. I'm actually looking at this game for a one-game start. Why can't he do the same damage in this game against a bad defense in Arizona that Jared Goff will do? Is it too much asking for a kid to throw for 225 yards to keep the sticks moving? Is it too much to ask for a defense for the Rams, who both me and you like very much, to get some pressure on Kyler Murray, maybe a little bum leg, maybe not, and you know he's going to turn the football over the bad interception or two. A dome atmosphere, you don't have the pressure of the young guy who's never played going on the road in front of 70,000 people. It's going to be dead silent in that building. Am I crazy for liking the Rams in this game?
I don't think you are. And I think we can go. I mean, well, you sort of are. I mean, let's just call it as.
I'm crazy for this.
And you're a little bit crazy on this one. But let's go back to last Saturday. Arizona win, get in the playoffs, playing a third-string quarterback, a fourth-string running back. Minus all the weapons. Sure, they got George Kittle back. Nobody healthy on the secondary. It was a
gave you multiple chances too to miss extra points, miss field goals. You always had a chance, and you still blew it. Yes,
and you still blew it. So now I'm supposed to take you against a better defense. Sure, they're down to a backup quarterback, but this Rams defense, healthy, is exponentially better than that injured defense they faced last week in the 49ers. So it's really tough for me to take Arizona. Do I want to take Kyler Murray over John Wolford? I sure do. But do I trust him against that defense, especially if he can't move around and he's a stationary target, even without Michael Brockers? It makes it really, really tough. I'm running for the hills on this game. I don't trust anything in this game. Arizona's given me no reason to trust him. But again, and the Rams with Malcolm Brown can run down their throat. We talked about it earlier. You said you don't want to call Arizona a bad defense. I'll call Arizona a bad defense. It's a pathetically bad defense. I think you're right. If I'm leaning away, I'm going to take the home team and take the Rams. But just because, look, I can't trust Arizona after what I saw last week. And don't forget some injuries to their running game, which they're going to need in this game. You're not throwing the ball over that secondary. Chase Edmonds banged up. You got some tight ends banged up.
By the way, Banjo just announced here, one of the safeties for Arizona, he's on the COVID list.
There you go. So there's a lot to keep an eye on. That is a bad look, and someone said it in the chat box. You're absolutely right. The Rams offense might look a little better without Jared Goff. We'll have to see what this kid does. It's not like Jared Goff's a world beater. Jared Goff's terrible, especially in high pressure situations. So maybe the Rams come out here and just beat I would be more surprised if Arizona blew out the Rams than if the Rams blew out Arizona. Let's just put it that way. I'll take the Rams.
Now, looking at this game, over under 40.5, it'll be an interesting one because we're doing a lot of conjecture here. Do we know if Kyler Murray's 100% healthy? Because when he is, he's a completely different quarterback than when he's not healthy, as we've seen this year. And then you're looking at the Rams. You're still getting a guy that's never played and stepping into maybe the biggest spot that you could step into. He's not even a veteran and say, hey, he's got 20 starts under his belt. He'll come in and be all right. Do we think he'll play well? I don't know. So this is one of those games where you guys see me like outside when I'm not doing a show where I had the the SBR banner, there's a jersey hanging up. And people ask me all the time, why is that jersey there? Because you watch something that's so painful as taking a Dallas Cowboys team total and knowing from the very first snap, you don't really have a shot at getting this team total for the Dallas Cowboys because Ben DiNucci is playing. This has every bit of the feel, Kyle, that I owe it to myself to somehow take the Rams. And if they win, John Wolford goes on my wall with the jersey. If they lose, John Wolford goes on the jersey on the wall for me as well. That's the type of pain I think I need to sign up for, because I'm watching YouTube games of AAF games. I'm going back and watching Wake Forest. I'm watching the inter-squad scrimmage that the Rams had this year, where you can see him run around and say, ooh, he's like Doug Flutie out here. Or you can see Aaron Donald saying on Twitter, I no doubt this guy's going to play well. We've seen it all before, because if I can take you back, and Akbar, if you're watching, boop, 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 boop. Yeah, can you take me back to – hey, you got any information on Ben DiNucci in practice before he plays the Eagles this week? He's slinging it? Woo! It's going to be a big night for DiNucci. And the very first snap, I said, what have I got myself into? So don't care what the players actually say. This might be one, Kyle. You might need a possession, because you might see the first two passes and be like, what did we just do to ourselves, Kyle? What did we just do?
That's right. Have the whiskey ready. I know I will, because I'm going to be all over that. Akbar asked, what's the bash? I'm bashing Arizona. I think they're pathetic. I think their defense is god-awful, and they embarrassed themselves last week against my 49ers. I don't trust them. So, yeah, I'm trusting a backup quarterback who's never taken a snap. And it's funny you bring up Doug Flutie. I met him once at an Aerosmith concert, and dude liked to party. He was a lot of fun to party with. Doug Flutie was. Ironically enough, that was a crazy concert. Kid Rock was there too with Pam Anderson years and years ago. But I'm taking the pain, taking the Rams. Yeah, that was before they broke up. She came out of one of the cages on the side. It was a lot of fun, a lot of partying going on there at the San Diego Sports Arena. A lot of fun. But no, I like the Rams in this one. I think I'm taking the Rams. I just don't trust the Cardinals. They were embarrassment last week. Absolutely embarrassing. That defense is god awful. I love Kyler Murray. I love that offense. Just don't trust him this week. Rams defense too good. John Wolford gets it done.
I'm 43, and that game keeps me so young. I'm so excited. Forget about any other game on the schedule. I want to see John Wolford play, because it'll be so much pain or so worth it. And those are the shots that you like to take a look at. Now,